I'm getting so tired of looking at these green lights on my Mark 1 dash. If you have a Mark 1, well, the new spec Mark 1s, you know exactly which green lights I'm talking about. I'm talking about this cluster, this green cluster lights here. Yeah, it's just not doing it for me anymore. So I'm going to try something and I'm going to remove this cluster and try to get these lights replaced. If this is something you're interested in, maybe you'll learn something because I have no idea what I'm doing with this. I know these things are soldered onto the board, and yeah, so I'm gonna try. I already got some LEDs, and I'm gonna be removing the cluster from the dash, taking it inside, and we're gonna be trying to change these LEDs, and hopefully I don't break this board. But if I do have a spare cluster, a Velocity cluster, which I'm keeping for in case I do break this one. So yeah. Anyway, let's get started. So opening up these clusters are relatively quite simple. It's just got clips like this all around, and all you got to do is just pull them back a little bit, keeping some tension on it, and they should just all pop out. Like that. And then we are left with our board. This just simply pulls out, and I've made it this far before with these clusters, but I've never done any soldering work on them, so this is definitely going to be interesting. The needles are usually quite tight on here. I did have this opened earlier because I had to check what LEDs, well, more or less what LEDs I needed, so I just placed them back on here, but these just, they pull off. They are a bit tight. I think you do get a tool for this, but I don't have that, so I just pull them off. And then your cluster face, or whatever this is called, just comes out. It's interesting to see the other lights that you would have on your Velocity cluster, like these warning lights, like a EPC light and a check engine light. Okay, once the face is off, this is our first look at our LEDs and the ones that we are going to be changing. So we are going to be doing the dials. We're going to be doing, yeah, we're going to be doing the dials. We're going to be doing these two. We're going to be doing, okay, that's it. And we're going to be doing the screens. All the other LEDs, those we are not changing the colors, obviously, because those are warning lights, indicators, etc. So to get this part off, you first have to bend these metal prongs here so they can slot past and they can go in. I didn't bend these back completely, so they should be quite easy just to get them out and just push on those. Same for this side. And then once those are loose, then there's just these tabs here that you just push back slightly on it just so you can get them past where they clip onto the board. I think there's just about 4 of those, and okay, those metal guards will come out, and then you can pull this off. That's just this thing with our screens. Just want to be careful with this if you do take these out, because these screens are loose in here. There's those metal clips, so you don't want to drop that and break it. And then now we're left with our board. These LEDs are so small. The only ones I am concerned about is these two here on top, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit my soldering iron in there Oh, maybe I'll get away with it. I just don't want to burn. So this is off. So yeah, I didn't want to burn this motor, so I think I can get this iron in there. Okay, that should be fine. Yeah, so that's the LEDs that goes behind the screens. I'm going to be doing white screens, white dials, and then these two here for the gauges, I'm going to be doing red. So I'll have red needles, white dials, white screens. These ones on top, you can't do the needles independently. So these ones I'm just going to be doing in full white. Enough procrastinating with this. Let's get the iron on and the hot air gun on, and hopefully we don't break this board. To say I'm nervous doing this job would be a understatement because I couldn't get the exact size LEDs. But I don't even know if you can see this, but this is the size that I have as a replacement compared to the size that's on here. They will fit. The post to reach, as you can see here, on these ones that don't have LEDs, but this is quite small to be soldering on here. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So I think I'm gonna start with these three here because I got the most space, and I think if gives me a better chance of success here with those. Also, I did test with the multimeter. Okay, I have no way to show you which way, but it looks to me as if whichever trace is the dark green compared to the lighter green is gonna be our positive. So when I touch it there, the light comes on and I get a reading on my multimeter this way compared to if I flip it around, I don't get a reading. And the replacement LED, I don't know if you'll see this if it lights up. You can see that lights up with my multimeter. I'm going to be noting which way they go because they all go in different directions. And yeah, I'll just keep track of that and test before I install each LED to make sure that they orientated correctly. For my first soldering job, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. Let's test it now and see. I think I might have put this one in upside down. I got this LED here replaced. And the first time when I put it on upside down. But anyway, I took it off, I flipped it around, and I got it done. So I'm not going to record me replacing all of these LEDs. I'm going to get that done quickly. I'll maybe just do a time lapse of me replacing those LEDs. And then hopefully when I fit this back into the car, this thing works. I got all of the LEDs finally fitted onto this board. I am just hoping that this board still works. This definitely took me long when I just started, but as I got along, I started getting used to it and it just started flowing. So you can kind of see which are the red ones if this thing will focus. So those are the red LEDs and all of these are white. The ones around the dials are white. Those are white. All of those are white with those bottom screens, and then that two needles, they are going to be red. So I'm really excited to see this in the car. It is a bit late now. It's like 10 to 1 in the morning. So I'll do this tomorrow morning. I'll get the board cleaned up. I'll get all the flux and stuff off the board. And we will have this in the car ready to test. Hopefully it still works. What I am thinking is I do have a brand new cluster. So I'm thinking of swapping out the needles to the new needles because mine look like that. I'm not supposed to have the red at the end, but long story. And I'm gonna be putting the dials maybe from the other cluster because mine is looking a bit weird there. I tried to clean this a long time ago, and yeah, I wiped that out. Yeah, but I'll leave that other board intact. So hopefully this works. See you guys soon. This is all the LEDs are removed from this board. Only one of the new LEDs, I kind of cracked the diffuser on it. I think I had a little bit too hard with the tweezers, but it's fine. I did replace that one, so yeah, not bad for first time trying, and I only broke one LED. I think that's a great success. So this is the brand new cluster that I have with the fresh needles and dials, but I don't want to open it yet because it has these stickers on it and they're still intact. So before I open this cluster to put the parts onto this board, I'm thinking I should just assemble this one as it is first and make sure everything works before I open the new cluster. So let me get this assembled quickly and get it fitted into the car, and let's test this out. This looks like not even has been in here besides for mine. Let's get this fitted in the car and hopefully this works. Cluster is on, which is good news. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, this looks awesome. That looks freaking cool. You can't see the red needles because, so what happened with this needles is you can see it's only lighting up the center part here because I wiped off the diffuser paint, should I say, that was on here. Because so previously I tried to paint these needles red and they looked cool, but in the night you can't see through the paint. So I'll definitely have to swap these needles out with the other one, and that should send the light right through the whole needle. But nevertheless, this looks awesome. This looks really awesome. I think everything else should still be working. I don't know what's wrong with that one. Maybe I set it too low or something. But this looks freaking cool, man. Oh, this looks so much better than the green. That needle is just doing weird stuff over there. Let me get this cluster out. Let me get it fitted with the new needles, and let me change the style face because I think this looks perfect. I think that looks freaking awesome. It changes the whole look of the car inside. It feels a lot better than that dull green. I think I should do it on these lights as well because these are also green, but they're very faint. You can't really see these. And on the heater controls as well. I'm sure there's a board with LEDs at the back that I can change those LEDs. Or maybe make those white as well so it can match the rest of the cluster. So I swapped out the dial faces and I fitted the new needles. You can see these ones don't have that red tips at the end. This does look a lot nicer and a lot cleaner. Also that one there by the 120, that's no longer such an eyesore. And now when we put the lights on, this is what the needles look like. I think this looks awesome. It's still a bit bright outside, so it's a bit hard to see, but that does look a lot better than what it did look like on the previous ones. In the night, this is gonna look freaking awesome. So that is it. This is how cool this looks, and I'm so chuffed with the final result. This looks so awesome. I don't know how this is gonna come out on camera, but in person, this looks phenomenal. If there is a few of you guys that want me to change the LEDs on your cluster, let me know. You can send me an email, you can shoot me an email, or you can DM me on Instagram at Southside Streetcars, and I will respond to you there. The emails, I'm trying to keep track of it, but it is a bit ridiculous. But yeah, so follow me on Instagram, and you can send me a DM there. I'm sure I can do it on the city clusters or the Velocity clusters or whichever cluster you have, and I can replace those LEDs for you if you want. Just let me know what colors you want, and yeah, I haven't worked out pricing yet, so hopefully by the time you'll send me a message, I will have my pricing worked out on doing these LEDs. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until the next one.